Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I, however, forgot to recalibrate my tracking. One moment. Tracking recalibrated. Hello, Nash. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am very full of pizza and wings and mozzarella sticks, so apologies if I am kind of low energy today. But, um, Happy New Year's to everyone except those who have already been through the new year. They're living in the future. Um, but no, Happy New Year to them too. I do hope that 2024 is better for a lot of people. Because I know for a lot of people, myself included, 2023 kind of sucked. But not all of it sucked. And I think it would be fun to take a quick look and see what we did this year, as far as like the streams that we did. Maybe try to like remember some of the games that we played, maybe like pull up some old clips and see where we go from there. Apologies, I think I have a cut on my tongue, so that might make talking a little difficult. Poor dear. It it has been, but there's been some good in it too. So that's what I want to try and talk about today. So, I just realized I don't have any music ideas playing, so uh what am I feeling today? Hmm. Hmm. Ambient and Orgel mix from Hololive again? Why not? Ow 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 ow. I forgot to mute it on your end, but also I had the volume at 3. Anyway, so what I wanted to do today was mostly just talk about, like, go through the thumbnails for the year and just kind of talk about the games that we played, and maybe also talk about projects that are ongoing, give you a little update to them, and whether I have any projects that I want to start in 2024. So let's go to the reading scene. Let's fix the reading scene. I fixed the reading scene. Yippee. Okay. So, we started off the year by playing through the very end of Sable. Uh, we chose a path based on the masks that we had collected, which I think we ended up going with Salvager, because, I mean, that makes sense. That was a year ago. That was actually more than a year ago, because we started it, I think, at the beginning of December, or late November. It was a fun set of streams, it really was. Sable was honestly a really fantastic game. And maybe some year I'd like to revisit it. Whether or not it's on stream, I don't know. But even just to kind of fly around for a little bit. It's been a really cool game. I do kind of regret not being able to get the art book, but who knows? Maybe they'll do another reprint of it sometime. All right. So the next thing that we did, which is on January the 5th, but you can tell that I have stellar editing technique because I actually forgot to update the day from when I reused January 1st's text. So it just says January 01. Oops. But Unsighted. Unsighted was a really fun adventure. Really, really kind of smash hit that basically was a lot of fun, if also kind of kind of like stressful because because the way it worked, right, was like every moment that you're in the game, everybody else's lifespan is ticking down. I think I almost got a perfect ending, which is a shame, but honestly pretty cool. Unsighted was like a really, really fun, like Zelda-like, with a bit more complex combat, like a Dark Souls. I remember, I think it had like a parry and stuff, but I mostly remember that you used like grappling hooks and like the gear spinner from Twilight Princess that I think you used like once in the Twilight Princess game. But no, I think the tools were used really well. The dungeons were good. Definitely a fun game, and definitely one that I also should revisit sometime and maybe try to get the good ending. Or hell, I don't know, maybe get the really bad ending. Don't let anybody survive. And then there was more Unsighted. And Hellblade. Hellblade's a game that I had started at some point in the past, but I wanted to make like a concentrated effort to actually like finish on stream. And I'm glad I did last year, because then they immediately went and announced Hellblade 2 later that year, so that was actually really cool. But just a really, really fantastic use of audio work. All the environments looked cool. The combat was like serviceable for what it needed to do. I don't think it was like intended to be the main focus, and I think that's fine. But just a really, really stellar hit from a game studio that I kind of didn't expect to put out something like quite this innovative in the past. Sorry, Ninja Theory, but your track record wasn't looking good. But I'm excited to see what Hellblade 2 will be like. Also, years and years ago, someone gifted me To the Moon, and I think I had intended to stream it, and I never did. So also, it was really nice to be able to actually finally go through the To the Moon series and see what they're all about, because I mean they've been out like for, I don't know, 10 years maybe, a very long time either way. And I can definitely see why people love them, because they're very cute and heartwarming, and also very sad, because as they have to be, because you're literally going through someone's dying memories. Some more Unsighted, and then we finally started Resident Evil 8 Village. And you can see lovely art from Ocean Art, aka Oseam on Twitch and on Tumblr. Hopefully everyone had tissues for that stream back there. I think we obviously made it through. I think I did warn people in advance that it was going to be pretty soon. That I was gonna do it. Too bad. Good to see you, Haru, and Kat, and Nash. I'm sorry I didn't really say hello to anybody earlier. I think I was running a little bit late. But, yeah, the Resident Evil 8 streams were really good. That's definitely one of the things I need to do, is calm our local video editor in chat to to go through the rest of the playthrough and cut it up into like little highlight videos, because it was really good. And of course I have to thank Ocean for the thumbnail that they made in preparation for me playing this too. It was really, really thoughtful of them. Who? I don't know. Couldn't possibly be. I'm Nash, okay? I have to wait 45 seconds before giving a Twitch shout out. Damn. Who? I don't know. And played some more Resident Evil 8. And some more To the Moon. And even more Resident Evil 8. And more Resident Evil 8. And yes, we also started Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, which is a very influential game in internet culture. Definitely some of it has aged extremely poorly, but it was a fun time, and it was like, it's really neat to think that it's actually all written in Game Maker. It's not RPG Maker, which is why like active time combo hits and stuff work. But this is kind of the game that started like Undertale and basically any kind of like other indie RPG series that you can think of. Basically, was kind of maybe one of the influences. We had a DRG stream. DRG is a lot of fun, and I definitely need to play more of it in the next year. It's just a really good 4-player game, but also sometimes you can get it more than 4 players if you get a mod. And seeing as the mod actually balances the difficulty for those players, it kind of works decently well. We played even more Resident Evil and more Barkley. I think Barkley took us 2 or 3 sessions. And then we skip all the way to July. So let's go ahead and close that and open up. Where the hell is February? Oh yeah, that's right. We are also trying to do a Danganronpa voice through with this fine cast. Unfortunately, we had to cancel a couple sessions in because of just like scheduling conflicts, but it was a lot of fun. But also just, you know, just kind of a hard thing to do with like a very long project like that. I don't even know that we made it to the first murder scene. Just because there is a lot of talking and a lot of setup. Sroha. There's a little dimple that tells you that's a K, a lowercase k. It's hard to see, but you can get it. And we also did that. Oh, I exported a PNG version of it, that's right. And we also started playing Outward with The Nash, which has been a lot of fun. Again, that's also another game that I do want to get back to, because we never actually finished it. Shut up. Whoa, my god. Oh, Replicant, you resubscribed? How did I not get the shout out for that? And also Art, thank you so much for subscribing. You're both resubscribed for 6 months. That's incredible. Thank you so much. That's amazing. But yeah, the Outward is definitely one of my like favorite little games as far as like the survival mechanics in it. Excuse me. So it's been really fun showing Nash around that game, and I do hope that we get to go back to it sometime. More Barkley. Ah, Crimson Skies. This has been... I learned about this game in like... I want to say like 2012, 2013. So I never actually played it when it came out in like, what, 2000? But when I played it, I was like, wow, this is like a really cool setup for a game. And I'm really happy that despite the myriad of technical issues I had, I was able to get it in a presentable format for stream. My backpack, yeah, I know. I get cut off too. It's, don't worry about it. Just because it's me reusing the same. Time to give 2003 subs. How much is that again? That's like 5 times... Oh god, I don't even want to finish calculating that number. Anyway, Crimson Sky is good. I definitely want to play the Xbox sequel because even if it's not quite the same, what is that? $10,115. Oof. Ouch. It would still be, you know, some more Crimson Skies, and I am still holding out hope that after they successfully revived, I was gonna call it the Dragonfall series, but it's actually the Shadowrun series, and like MechWarrior is doing very well. Now it's Crimson Sky's turn, so come on, get the rights back, get me another Crimson Skies, and make it good. Thanks in advance. Some more Outward. Some more Barclays. Okay, so Barclay took us like 4 different sessions, which makes sense. It is an RPG. But there, more Crimson Skies. Ah! So, Like a Dragon Ishin, I thought this released closer to March, but I think it was maybe like they were about like a week apart between this and another game that came out not too long after. And this is a game that I'd been waiting for a long time, because they had originally Ishin was a PS3 game, but they remade it and released it worldwide this year, or so. It was actually really fun to be able to go through and play a Like a Dragon game that wasn't quite like the regular ones, because you know all the regular ones take place in modern day. It was a lot of fun. Definitely tiring. You're gonna see a lot of Like a Dragon Ishin thumbnails for I think like the next month or so. And that is like one of the reasons that it takes me so long between like doing the Like a Dragon games, is because oh boy, they're long, and I have to do a lot of voicing, because there's a lot of like side stories and whatnot that aren't voiced, so it's like, oh well, time to do a lot of reading. But I'm debating whether I want to play 7 on stream or not. I'm probably going to do so, but I do also want to make sure that I clear up like all the games that we've had ongoing since like August before I do anything with that. But we'll see. The Like a Dragon series is really cool, and I managed to I'm very happy that we got another series this one, and we're also getting another one this year, I think 8. So I guess if I want to play through 7, I'd better hurry up. But also, yes, thank you all so much for the hype train as well. It was really, really generous of you. And some more Danganronpa. And I also exported as a PNG, that's right. Some more Yakuza. I still call it the Yakuza series every now and then. I know that, like, the Japanese name is Ryuga Gotoku, so, like, the Yakuza title doesn't really make sense, but Yakuza is just, like, so much easier to say. That's the one problem with this new title, is it is closer to the original, but Yakuza is just so snappy. Stop dead naming Like a Dragon. I'm so sorry, Replicant. But as you can see, lots of Like a Dragon. We say the extreme path in this house. More Outwards, more Yakuza. Oh, and then we gotta restart the tape. When are you playing 7 and Gaiden? Sometime? I do actually own 7, and I think I was intending to play it earlier in the year, but never did. So maybe late January, early February, depending on if we get other things out of the way. We'll see. Oh, that's right. So, I remember I don't have like I don't usually bother making thumbnails for the Jackbot games. I'm lazy, and I keep forgetting to ask people for their PNGs. But we also had Nash and I at some point realized that we were actually born on the same day, which is really cute. So we actually had a Jackbox the previous day on March the 5th, with a bunch of friends. And also, to celebrate our birthday a day early, I don't think we ever did anything on the day of, at least on stream. We started playing through Halo 1, which was a lot of fun, because Nash had never done it, and it had been quite a while since I had played it. So, and that was quite nice. And of course, Ocean gifted us a birthday gift of us as Spartans. And of course, Nash has the rocket launcher. Oh, is that clip on your channel or mine? That's the question of the ages, isn't it? I think it's on yours. Please tell me it's on your channel. The clip of you, like, firing a rocket launcher at close range. Oopsie. Okay, perfect. Poke that up in a browser real quick. Sorry, one moment while I do this. Just mute the music real quick. I'm not sure. I think window capture should still play sound. I don't know.
There he is. Huh? Oh. Wow.
Also, I love the little birthday hats that you gave us.
There he is. Huh?
I
Wow.
oh, I love so much that picture that picture meant like more than Ocean ever knew. That giving Nash a rocket launcher was so prophetic. I love it. All right, and we started Wo Long on March the 9th, so like 2 days after my birthday, which I actually had a lot of fun with. Thankfully I didn't run into any like PC optimization issues apart from that like screen flashing, which I was able to disable. But I know the first one has some rough flashes in it, which is unfortunate, but what can I do about it? But yeah, like I just really enjoyed the parry heavy mechanics, the Three Kingdoms setting, fighting a bunch of like mythological Chinese creatures. There are people who have it on their worst games of 2023 list, which is surprising. I have no idea. I definitely feel like we just played like completely different games. But either way, I had a lot of fun with this. Difficulty was super unbalanced. It was. But I still managed to clear it on release. So, yeah. I either first tried every boss or took like 20 tries. I mean, I feel like that's how like any boss can be in like a Souls game sometimes though. Like sometimes you just know like what the gimmick is and you can deal with it, and sometimes you're just like, I am struggling with this boss. But that's also fair. Like I'm sure if I went back and looked, I'd see like, well, I know for a fact that Lu Bu took me probably like 30 tries or something. But it was fun. So some more like a Dragon Ishin, even though you can barely see the logo. I think I probably struggled really hard on where to put that. I probably should have put it here. But it was very fun to see familiar like a dragon faces used in place of historical uh, members, even though I think yeah, these guys these two never met each other in the modern day series. But it just worked out for their archetypes. Did I really not do any streams between March 11th and 13th? Uh, yeah, I guess I didn't. I also did it skip over that Danganronpa one? It did. Yeah, I don't remember what happened, but I guess I must have taken like a 12-day break. I did also try playing Ultra Kill for the first time. Why didn't you add a stroke to it? Why don't I add like a lot of things to anything? I'm not very good at Photoshop. I'm sorry. Um, I also tried playing Ultra Kill on stream for the first time, which is a fun game, but um, I'm definitely really torn on whether I should stream it again because I've been really lucky with people not like backseating and like telling me how to do like a million things. But the minute that I opened up Ultra Kill, like suddenly everybody was climbing out of the woodwork to be like, "Oh, did you know that there's like a secret path down here?" And "Oh, did you know that you can do this?" And it's like I appreciate that you're trying to be helpful, but also like let me try and find it. So, I don't know me playing Signalis. Yeah, I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm glad that you were able to play through it uh without um without issue by activating the secret power of making it just chatting. To finish that after ALA, yeah, you should. Signalis good. Signalis very, very good. So yeah, I definitely need to go back to Ultra Kill at some point. Whether or not I will do it on stream, I'm not 100% sure. Um, yeah, I just find I appreciate that like they're trying to be supportive and everything, but also it's just kind of like calm down, please. Let me do things. And then we played some more Wo Long, and also did more Danganronpa, more like a Dragon Ishin, and I absolutely should have done something about that logo. And we got back to Halo like 21 days later. I don't remember why, but I was got I must have just taken like a week off or something. I legitimately don't remember what happened. And more Wo Long, and more like a Dragon Ishin. All right, so March to April. Ah, now this was a classic one. Why isn't it showing up on stream though? Because I didn't open it up in the program that lets me look at photos on stream. I don't know why the default Microsoft app is so picky, but whatever. Anyway, this was this year's April Fool's gag that I did along with Nash, where we pretended to be one Lily Hekomata, who has, I believe, retired from streaming. But she used to stream as a Catgirl avatar that, and somehow I think probably in the Danganronpa group chat, we basically agreed that both Nash and I would do something as Lily Hekamata. I think May did something as Lily Hekamata. I don't remember if anybody else did anything as Lily Hekamata, but we also pretended to be Lily Hekamata on stream for a day, which was fun. And then we also installed a bunch of mods that weren't like immediately obvious. Oh, I also forgot to turn the music back on. Whoops. But that would really only appear once we had gone in and like started playing the game, which I think was fun. It was fun to do. Let's see. Featured? Did I feature? No. Okay, I think I remember what this is called. Which one's funnier? Probably this one. One second while I get this into an appropriate. Help! Help! And I kept the redeem. What was the redeem? I legitimately don't remember off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. Oh, the cat ear one. That's so right. You put cat ears on the digital Jack Frost.
I'm working on it.
So we did our best to try and only like find mods that like looked as if we were playing the game on a like normally on a normal glance, but things that would appear silly after like you'd watch a little bit. And it was a lot of fun. Shout outs to Digital Devil Lily. Hope you're doing well playing your classic Saturn games off stream. And also, yes, Nash, I love the cat ear redeem. And I'm thinking about last year too when you swapped with Devi, and I redeemed the cat ear, and you actually like went off and taped cat ears to Devi's PNG. That was adorable. That was really good. I should resume the music. Righto. You did it live, I know. You're just like, I need a second, and then you did it. Oh yeah, that's right. And then Sunday, April the 2nd, was my 2-year anniversary stream, which is wild to think I made it that long, and wild to think that in like 4 months I would be up at the 3-year anniversary stream. I'm sweating from trying to do that fast. Were you literally? See, you're literally that one video of that guy going like. Just the sweaty gamer trying to go real fast. Incredible. So yeah, for this one I didn't have as many intricate plans as the 1st year anniversary, where I like had a little like slideshow and answered questions and stuff. I figured I didn't really think there was anything like new to talk about with that. So I was just like, well, instead, why don't we do a thing that's been requested for a while, which is I made the Soroka noises video, which I guess I could show again. I'll do that in a second. Live readings. I requested that you send me funny things to read, and you did. That was also very good. More? I don't remember if I ever did anything more. I think I didn't. I think I wasn't sure if I wanted to do more or not. But you can definitely tell I did not have the same breadth of ideas as I did from the first time. Let me go get that video. Because it is a good video, and I haven't made it publicly available again, so I will at some point. Just not right this moment. Oh, renders. Is it the V2 or the final? Oh no, please don't grab me! I'm guessing it's the final. Sorry, my bad. I'm just trying to set this up. Okay, I finally got it to a place where I'm happy with it. So pause that music and let's watch this video again because it's good. I'm very pleased with my my editing efforts. Oh no, please! And a huge thank you to Nash for helping me check it at the end.
You can't shake me, Mac. I got your number punched.
It's not showing up on stream, is it? The wrong thing is why. Also, this, never mind. I figured it out. Okay, give me a minute. Gotta swap video players. Hello, Burning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, Media Player Classic got my back, right?
Don't grab me.
Media Player Classic absolutely got my back. Full screen, Alt plus Enter. All right. Now just select it in my window capture. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's play this again.
Don't grab me.
Actually, 1 second. You're getting the full screen experience. Enjoy. Still can't see?
Oh no, please don't grab me.
It should work.
You can't shake me, Mac. I got your number punched. The trash. The trash, man.
You'll be in mine if you don't give me my fucking pants star. Wait. What? I am just a little bean!
You see, you gotta go at it like this, and like this, and sometimes you gotta switch it up to a different angle. Yow! Oh. Steez Buruxiayo. I shot myself with my own sugar rocket. Fuck you! Ah! Ah! Stop responding! No! No, you can't reveal that! No! No! I myself am terrified of balls. Uh-oh. You're right fucking behind me. I... Dame, dame, dame yo, dame, dame yo. Antaga, skide, sugi, sugete. That's so that's the movie I made for the anniversary. I'm really happy with it, and I really have to thank everybody for creating all those clips of me that I was able to put into a collection. Jazzpunk, my beloved, at the end there. Yeah, Jazzpunk is so fun. I'm glad I think I played it later in the year here, but I went back and did the director's cut version that I hadn't done yet, and that was a lot of fun. Got even more like a dragon, and more Wolong, and more like a dragon. Oh yeah, that's right. So I assume this is still up. I haven't actually tried, but this is a game that was teased like it might have only been teased like a year before this. But essentially it was basically like Call of Duty but with Ubisoft characters, and honestly, it was pretty all right. As a free alternative to Call of Duty, you could certainly do worse than this. I got this in the finals confused. No, the finals has like really good destruction physics and also uses AI voice acting for its announcer because it's easier than hiring actual voice actors, even though like they are vastly stating how hard it is to work with voice actors. I'm so excited for it too. Yeah, I still same voice lines every 3 games. Oh, yippee! Like I don't think it was to mix up the variety. I think it was literally because like, oh, we can work so much quicker with AI voices than with voice actors, and it's just like a million voice lines. Yeah. Um, that's definitely one of the things that came to the forefront is just how the ubiquity of companies using AI generated stuff, and I think that's only unfortunately going to get worse in 2024 because if they can get away with not paying people, even if it results in an inferior product, they'll absolutely gladly go for it. But as far as I know, X Defiant did not have any of that. It was a solid shooter that if you were like a really really big fan of Call of all the different Ubisoft characters, you probably would have had fun with it. If you were like, I need a free Call of Duty. I had a fun with the beta. It's just kind of like I got my kick out of doing like Call of Duty stuff in like 2020 when I had like when Modern Warfare 2019 was out, and I had like a whole year of like not having anything to do. So I kind of just dropped this after the beta. I was like, this was cool, but like I don't really see myself coming back to it. Even more Wolong. I think this is still the base game too, so just had a lot of fun with it. Some more Outward. Very cool game. I definitely need to go back and get Nash to play some more of it. But I think it was in the summertime, but we suffered a major setback when we lost all of Nash's stuff. So, whenever our next Outward stream is, it's going to require a lot of rebuilding. Some more Like a Dragon. Alba, a wildlife adventure. This was a lot of fun. Just a little game about roaming around a Mediterranean island, taking pictures of all of the wildlife, trying to get the big corporation to stop muscling in and developing a resort that would basically threaten everything on the island. It was really cute. This is also the first stream in which I debuted my little Pika model that sits on top of my head. That was made by Repo VT. I think this is them. Well, that's not a command. That sounds more like it. I don't know if they still do, but they were offering like little scrunkly live 2D models for like 15 USD. So I was like, well shit. For 15 USD, I will absolutely put a scrunkly peak on my head, and they have remained there ever since. But Elbow is a really cute game. Really like photography games, really like being able to explore nice colorful islands, take lots of pictures of animals, including a lot of birds. So it's a fun game. About double now for 30. That's honestly fair. Like $15 is hilariously a little amount of money to be getting from something like this. So 30 seems like a much more reasonable amount of money. I absolutely do not blame them at all. I also apparently played a bit more X-Defiant. I remember I was having problems with the beta with like unlocks and stuff. So at some point they just gave everybody all the guns and all the unlocks, which was kind of fun to try and mess around with. Here's the good shit. This is when I started Signalis. Twitch gone? No, then I absolutely fucked it up. Hang on. This is what it should be. No, that linked worked. So no, their Twitch is just gone. No. If you're following the first link where I had the underscore, that's not their account. So, but the it's repo VT without an underscore. I'm getting the time machine thing on the second link, the one without the underscore, because I swear I'm pulling it up, and it works just fine. Okay. So, Signalis. So, Signalis was a game that released in like late last year and kind of flew under my radar. I think I was like aware of it, but I wasn't really sure like all that much about it. But it really came onto my radar when a friend DM'd me and was like, um, "Oh man, did you know that Elster's codename is Magpie?" And it's that she's very Sroka coded, and I'm like, "Oh damn, she is." Okay, I'm gonna have to play this game now. It's putting the exclamation in the link. Oh, weird. I remember Ocean doing some art of this. Uh, we'll get to that, but so after I played it, Ocean watched it, and then it was Ocean's birthday, and I gifted them a copy of Signalis, and then they went off and got all 4 endings. And like joined the Signalis OC Discord and like made an OC that you can see on Tumblr. Actually they have 2 OCs now. And like drew like a ton of Signalis fan art that got extremely popular. So I'm very happy that I got to experience that game. I'm very happy that Ocean got to experience that game and also make like a bunch of Signalis fan art, including yeah, I'm just gonna open this one up. Enjoy the flashbang. I opened it in the wrong program again. Yeah. Ocean drew that on stream as a way of thanking me for introducing them to the game. It's me, but as Jane Signalis. It's so good. Oh my god, it is. This is actually the edited version that I made where I like took the red and expanded it out and put black bars on the top and bottom to as if it was a cutscene, so that I could use this as a wallpaper, and it's what I use as my wallpaper right now. It's so good. Again, huge shout out to Ocean, who is also currently drawing a big New Year's celebration thing. We're definitely gonna go right into them because I think they're going to be there a bit later than we are, but absolutely go check them out. Alright. So yeah, Signalis, good. I like it a lot. And I think right from the get-go I was pretty entranced when I played this game. The really cool mix of top-down for like regular exploration and then like the little like first-person parts for like poking around a scene. So cool. So good. I also later maybe learned that Elster is just literally German for magpie, much like how Soroka is just Polish for magpie, so I maybe could have seen that one coming. But anyways, all the robots are named after birds. But the most important one, the main character's model, is named after magpies, and that's because magpies are the best. It is a proven fact. But yeah, Signalis, amazing game. Definitely go play it if you're into survival horror and cool sci-fi aesthetics. Just want to make sure that I got the... I think this is right, but... Oh yeah, it is. So this is another game that I played earlier in the year off stream when Steam Next Fest was a thing. Shadows of Doubt. So it's kind of like it basically is an immersive sim detective game where you're like plopped down in a city and then you just go around and like solve crimes and try to pay rent and try not to like get jumped. It's really cool. I think one of my absolute favorite moments was when I like one of my favorite little interactions is if you open up a filing cabinet and then you want to look at all the files. To like go to the next file, you like push up or down on the scroll wheel as if you're like filing through them. I don't know why that's such like a cool feature to me, but it's just nice. It's neat. Definitely, this is definitely a game that I highly recommend that you give a try if the idea of wandering around in a rain-soaked city, trying to solve crimes, appeals to you, because it's very cool. I know there were some issues when I played it. I think like I handcuffed the suspect in their house, to trap them and like get like their fingerprints. But because I had to get their fingerprints through the dialogue system, it wouldn't work because they were mad at me for trespassing in their house, which, yeah, okay, but like also I had them handcuffed. It's not like they could exactly not let me get their fingerprints. But I think that got fixed in a later patch, so highly recommend giving this one a try. More Signalis, CZ75, my beloved. Early Model 2 with the slab sides. It's in a bunch of anime, which is probably why this was chosen. Like specifically like Gunsmith Cats. But so that's how you know the devs have good taste. Definitely go play that game. Even more Signalis. It has an Akira elevator too. Come on, how could you not play this? And then also, at the very end of April, we started A Bird Story, which is kind of like a sort of like it's basically a sequel to the Moon. It's technically a prequel to the second game in the series, but like you don't really find that out until the very end. Spoilers, I guess. Sorry, but not like that really matters. It's just basically like it's a little like textless kind of narrative game. Very cute. It features a bird. It heavily features a bird, so you know it's good. Highly recommend if you're going through the To the Moon series. Don't skip out on this one. Give it a try. And then that's August, so we gotta restart the clock. Okay, so we were in April, so now it's time for May. We were playing even more Like a Dragon Ishin, because these games are huge. They're good, but they're huge. They're long. This one, like, we started playing this in February. They're long games, which is why I don't play more of them on stream. And then also, I started entering my Wii U era, which we're technically still in, because I still have it hooked up, where we played Red Steel 2, which is a sequel to a launch game that no one cares about, really. I will maybe go through the original Red Steel one day while I still have my Wii U hooked up. But Red Steel 2 is like such an improvement in every way. It has like a cool cartoon aesthetic. It uses the Motion Plus, so you actually get like actual sword fighting moves. It's got a cowboy aesthetic. Highly recommend if you've got a Wii, a nunchuck, and like with a Wii Motion Plus, or perhaps some sort of third-party way to access it. Give this one a try. It's like it's heavily burdened by the fact that it is a technical sequel to the first game, even though they are like very different universes. But honestly, really fantastic. Happy to have finally gone through and played that. And played some more of it. And that's right. I thought this was last year for some reason. I was being streamed. My god. The Red Steel part? I'm sorry, Art, I completely lost the joke. So Control Alt Ego was another immersive sim game that I think also came out last year.
when I say last year, I mean 2022. I guess for those in the future, just FYI, I'm still in 2023. A really neat little immersive sim that basically you just like hop from robot to robot to solve problems in pretty much like any manner that you so choose. Really cool. The dev thanked me for playing it too, which is always very nice. I do try to get like a good mix of indie games and like AAA games that I'm excited about. But yeah, I'm just really happy when I'm able to show off some games, some really cool games that might have slipped under the radar, because this is definitely one of them. If you like the idea of going around as a robot, either like violently or sneaky, or like manipulate the environment to blow open like doors and stuff, or just maybe just hop from thing to thing, definitely give this a try. Played even more Outward, and then more Control at Ego, and more Red Steel. And then because we were in our Wii U era, I'm guessing I finished Red Steel after two things. This is another game that I bought for the Wii and never finished, The Last Story. This is like the other game, apart from Xenoblade 1, that was released in Europe and Japan, but never actually got a US release, and North American Wii fans basically tried to get it, like, tried to convince Nintendo to bring it over. And like Xenoblade, I don't really feel like I need to explain. They made 2 sequels to that. Actually, that's a lie. There is also Xenoblade X, stuck on a different planet. But The Last Story is honestly like a really neat little game. Features character art from the person who does a lot of Drakengard and Nier illustrations. Nier Replicant, I think. And the cast is really neat because it's all just a bunch of like British voice actors, including my man Yurik, played by Colin Ryan, he who voices Alphino in Final Fantasy XIV. But The Last Story is a very cool game. It's got some. It's honestly kind of a very bizarre combat system where it's like part cover shooter, part like sword fighting game. But it was honestly a lot of fun, and I'm very glad I got a chance to play through it. And also, I need to play through other Mistwalker games like Lost Odyssey this next year, now that I know that I have all the discs. Played some more Control Ego, some more Last Story, even more Last Story, even more Control Ego, even more Last Story. Oh, that's right. So, in like January, Nur asked me if I wanted to be part of a charity stream that was happening in May, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and join in. And so the game I chose to stream was Cursed Halo Combat Evolved. And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun being able to look at Cursed Halo. It was an awful lot of fun being part of a relay that lasted something like... I think it was a full 24 hours. Basically, we just raided into each other person, so that was really neat. Yeah, I still owe charity goals on this, by the way, I know. I think it's just 2. One I could get done fairly simple. The other I need to write a script for. And I'm so bad about writing scripts, but I promise I have not forgotten about it. I will deliver it, hopefully sometime in January, I don't know. I just also need to make sure that this cough is gone, because I don't want to be doing ASMR close to the microphone stuff and then suddenly have to cough. Some more Last Story and Controlled Ego. That's not the right thing. Alright, so May, now it's time for June. And we're opening up June with The Last Story. Because it is an RPG, it takes a while, but it is very good.
So, this is another fun little game that I picked up called Know by Heart, which is by Icepick Lodge, who made the Pathologic games, as well as a couple other things that are quite interesting. But this was written, I think, in the early... I want to say it was written and developed during the first year of the pandemic. And it's basically just a game about reconnecting with childhood friends, and also a mysterious illness that makes people forget. So it was a really fascinating game, and also just, it was also like a very sad game to go through because, as someone who has had like elderly relatives who have suffered dementia and like forgotten not only what they did, but also like the people that they used to know. It's very sad, but this was an expertly done game. And then there's actually, so in the trading cards, there's actually like different days, and of course I had to go ahead and make the next thumbnail the one where the city's on fire. We played some more Control Alt Ego, and I guess I didn't do anything for... Yeah, I didn't do anything for Star Wars in May, which is unusual. I guess maybe I was just tired of like having done TIE Fighter last year, so we did it like a little bit later. But we played a absolute classic from my childhood, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, which is a game that I still really enjoy, a game that I like quote from constantly if I'm not like careful. Just like a ton of iconic lines, just an absolute ton of fun for a Star Wars fan, and an odd, like a complete tech like a marvel that they got this to work on the N64 as well as they did. And once again, it took a little bit of effort, but I'm really happy that I got the PC version up and running to show everyone on stream, because I like it a lot. I would also like to go through the other two games. Rogue Leader, maybe not as much. That's not one I've ever played, but Rogue Strike, very cool. That's definitely one that is up there that I want to play if I can get it working properly. We played some more Last Story. Ah, that's right. So, around June, the Liza P demo came out, and enough people were like, actually, this is kind of cool, that I was like, okay, I'm going to forgive the very silly name and actually give this game an honest try. And I'm glad I did, because it was really cool. And if I didn't have to choose between Liza P or Armored Core 6, because I think they released very soon between each other, we definitely would have played it. But thankfully, I can still always play it later. And I definitely do plan to, because it was really good. Really fun demo. I know like a ton of friends have played it already, so definitely seems like a kind of game that I would be really interested in, and it's definitely on the to-do list someday. We played even more Outward. Oh yeah, that's right. So so this I remember. So Mobile Suit Battle Operation 2 was meant to come out like a month after Gundam Evolution released, but then they canceled that test because their servers were being overtaxed. And then basically, like, I kept checking it every now and then, and it was like, oh no, sorry, our servers are still down. We're not ready to launch this yet. And then finally, in June, they released it, and so we gave it a try. And Battle Operation 2 is an interesting game. It's neat to see all the mobile suits. It's neat to see all the, like, they're replicated very faithfully. Like, you're able to use all the different weapons and stuff. I don't like that it's a gacha, obviously. And also it's just a little confusing and, like, dated menu-wise and stuff, but it was a fun time. It's a neat little game. Played some more The Last Story. You still need to play it sometime? Yeah, you absolutely do need to play Lies of P. I assume that's what you're talking about. Definitely, I can recommend it from the time in the demo, and also the fact that, like, a ton of friends either are streaming it or in the process of doing so. Oh yeah, that's right. And we also played some Mario Party Superstars, which is definitely a game I need to try and play some more of. But I know it's just kind of hard to set up, but it was a fun time. And then on the 17th, I did a charity goal karaoke, because that was one of the listed donation goals, and all of them were hit, which is very cool. If you donated, then thank you so much for supporting, whether or not you donated during my time or someone else's. It all went to the same charity, the National Foundation for Abortion, so very important cause. And I had a lot of fun doing this karaoke. And then here's another interesting little game called It Comes in Waves, which is like a little kind of like, just like a little experience about trying to survive the desert and growing a flower to take to so that you're invited into a like an enclave. Very, very cool aesthetic. Very neat to be able just to kind of wander this desert, including the part where there's a statue that literally, like, vomits out blood into a blood river. Very cool. Definitely excited. I think the dev's been teasing stuff for their next game, so excited to see what comes of that. And we also started Fall of Porcupine. So I was actually really happy. I got an email, I think maybe like 5 days or so before I started streaming this, where the publisher was like, hey, we noticed that you like to play narrative adventure games or something. I don't remember the exact title, but basically they saw that I'd played things like Night in the Woods. And they were like, would you like a key to showcase our latest game that is coming out, Fall of Porcupine? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Which was honestly like a really... It's kind of silly to say, but it really did feel like a big milestone to me, where like a publisher actually like reached out and was like, hey, we think that you would like this game. Would you like to show it off on your stream? And it's just kind of a really, really nice feeling. That, like, you know, maybe I am actually getting somewhere with this. I don't know where I'm getting with this, and I don't know where I'm going. But it was just nice. And the game itself was really cute and charming. And definitely you can definitely feel like the love and care that went into it, and like, you know, like telling the stories that were told to the developers by the medical professionals. Especially now that COVID is here, because oh boy. But definitely, if you're a fan of Night in the Woods, but you want to play a doctor, definitely give Fall of Porcupine a try. And we played some more Last Story, and some more Outward. And I think this is the DLC. We went back and did the first of 3 DLCs, where we went with Cao Cao, and kind of did his events. And then there is 2 more DLC that we have yet to play through. One that deals with Sun Chen and with Liu Bei. That apparently improves a lot on the base game, so I'm excited to see those, even though we already played through the best one with my good buddy South Cao. This is a joke. Not the being buddies with South Cao stuff, but he's absolutely my buddy, and he calls me all the time. So, and then going into July, we did our another charity goal, which was a Rocksmith stream. Which, for those who aren't aware, Rocksmith is a program that Ubisoft developed that essentially you just like play along to a song on guitar and or bass, and you learn how it goes. And that's how I do like a majority of my practice these days, and it was fun. I still play Rocksmith, and maybe someday I'd like to do another one of these. But I don't know when. But it's definitely on my mind. We had even more last story, more Outward. Did I? No. No, that's right. These are just all things we had ongoing. And then this is another game that I bought like years ago, but finally went back and finished and like for real, which is Project Nimbus Complete Edition, which is like an indie mech game that was in development for a long time, released. I think there's also actually sequels out, which I should definitely keep an eye on. And it was also really fun seeing, like, they actually got a bunch of indie voice actors that have gotten, like, a lot more prominent in the time since, which is really cool and fun. Really, I remember the only thing about it that, like, annoyed me was how the English localization could have really used, like, an editing pass. Because it was, rough. Like, full of typos and just grammatical stuff, but otherwise a very, very solid mech game. Like, they really, really nailed the feel of aerial mechs. Very different than Armored Core, just because like you're always zooming around, you're always flying. Versus even in Armored Core 4, like eventually you hit the ground. In this one, you were just always flying, but it was very cool. This is unfortunate. So, Lane and I wanted to play Stranger Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, which is peak video gaming, by the way. But we wanted to play it on stream, but unfortunately it just proved too taxing for our computers to handle while also streaming. But I absolutely love this thumbnail that I made for it. I think it's perfect. I think it's and it's kind of a shame that we never got to use it, but that's how it be sometimes. It's always a dice roll if games will work on if your computer will be able to handle the load of the game plus OBS. And Koei Tecmo games can be really, really hard on the computer sometimes. But we did end up playing through the whole base game offline, and we were laughing like at basically every cutscene. Jack is the perfect protagonist, and you need to put him in 14 somehow. I don't know how, but I just need him to come up and like punch Titan in the face or something. Thanks in advance. And then we played some more Fall of the Porcupine. He's in 14 already. Yeah, okay, fine. Don't say anything more. Did you not see Stastasha? Do you mean Stastasha in Stranger Paradise? Or are you saying that he's in Stastasha somewhere? Yes. Alright, good to know. And this is another Wii game that I'd been sitting on for a while, but I had previously streamed the Sin and Punishment 1 for the N64 on YouTube. And I'd picked up Sin and Punishment Star Successor, which is the sequel on the Wii, like ages ago. But I'm glad that I finally got a chance to play through it. because it was really good. Definitely a game that benefited highly from having a pointer remote as your main input device, because, you know, obviously it makes aiming a lot easier than a joystick. Very cool. Definitely a game I could see myself going back to at some point. Just to try and like up the score or revisit some of the boss battles. Highly good. I don't know how they would get a sequel to this, but I hope they do. We also played Mad World featuring Jack, but not Jack Final Fantasy. Jack Platinum, which was a really interesting Wii game that I think definitely was like one of the most like mature rated Wii games of all time, just because it had a lot of blood. Did you play Anarchy Reigns? No, I did not. I kept seeing copies of it in like Future Shop, but never picked up one. But Mad World's aesthetic was incredible, like all black and white, and like styled to look like American comic books. Very cool. Definitely one of the like lesser known platinum hits, but pretty cool. That's the end of July. Let's go to August. Starting us off with more Sin and Punishment. And then some more Mad World, some more Fall of Porcupine, some more Mad World, and we also, I think this would have been the stream that we finished Mad World. And then we started Paper Mario, which is an N64 game that I never played as a kid, but definitely enjoyed my time with when I played it on the Virtual Console and the Wii. But I never really got super far. So I'm glad I've gotten a chance to play through the game right now. And I know I haven't actually finished it. I will. Just hopefully early January. When I came back to streaming the schedule, I was just like, I need to shake things up. I want to play a couple demos that dropped before I get back into my longer running series, but I am excited to get back to Paper Mario. I think we're almost done the game. I think we've maybe got one more Star Spirit to get, and then Bowser's Castle, I think, and that's basically it. Obviously, I could be wrong, there could be a detour, but I think we're maybe about 80% of the way done, which is exciting. And then we played some more Paper Mario, did some more Outward. Did you play Super Mario RPG, which dropped November 17th? Nope. That was when I was full broke. And I didn't really want to be spending $80 on... Excuse me. I didn't want to be spending $80 on a Switch title. But that's definitely on the list of, like, games I should pick up at some time. Sleepy Soroka. Soroka, always sleepy, but even more sleepy now. And then on August 14th, we started Finding Paradise, which is like the true sequel to the Moon. A Bird Story is technically a prequel to this, but doesn't feature the same characters. But this game, you know, basically just as good as the first To the Moon, and had some own unique twists and turns on it. This is a game, On Guard is a game that I played the demo of, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm so ready for the full thing. And the game was amazing. Absolutely fantastic little sword fighting comedy game where, apart from just fighting people normally, you can also like kick them downstairs, throw buckets on their head, throw packages of pepper powder at them to get them to like to stun them and stuff. Absolutely good. Also, I missed it when actually playing it, but they apparently Adalia's spirit animal is a magpie. And when in the student project, one of the first concepts that they came up had a more like European magpie design. And European magpies basically look the same as black-billed magpies. So like black heads, white chest, blue and green wings. And so she had like a primarily like black and white outfit with like a blue cape or something. And I kind of wish that they would make that like an unlockable costume or something. But I'm glad that I got to play 2 games this year that had magpie-inspired protagonists. Let's hope that 2024 has even more of them. But highly recommend On Guard if you're... I think there's still the demo out. The demo is like, what, the first level, I think? Like a slightly remixed first level, so I think it might have been from earlier in development, but all the mechanics are there. So if you see what you like in the demo, definitely pick up the rest of the game, because it's just like that, but more. Oh, I guess I did play this over 2 different days. Oh no, that's right. The second day was me playing through the arcade mode, which is pretty neat. There's some fun modifiers that you can get in there to keep it fresh as you go through like remixed combat arenas. I definitely remember. Yeah, I guess I can pull this clip up. 1 second. Let me go get it. That would could have been bad. Holy shit, that was amazing. So the gimmick that would happen there was I got a modifier at some point that let me like bounce thrown items between multiple people, and the loot is like the most powerful thrown item because it just instantly removes a health bar from the enemy. So like I basically just got 4 free like kills there. Incredible stuff. Big fan. On Guard, very good. Love it. Played some more Paper Mario. Ah, that's right. This one was very funny. So I was super excited for Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. But when I first started playing it, it was stuttering horribly. And no matter what I did, I could not in the slightest get it to stop stuttering. So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess stream is canceled for tonight. And then I just like Tasa invited me to go play Valorant for like an hour or something, and 2 hours. And then so I did that. And then I'm like, on a whim, I'm like, okay, maybe it's better now. And I boot it up, and miraculously it works 100%, no slowdown whatsoever. So I guess in this instance at least, Valorant can fix all of your problems. Don't quote me on that, please. But Armored Core 6, basically absolutely fantastic. Full of the mech action that you love, but with refinements that they've learned through their other series that they've developed. I still need to go through and do the other 2 endings, which we're working on. That's what we're working on tomorrow. One of the endings. Probably a shader compilation issue. Probably. I just like I uninstalled my graphics driver. I reinstalled it with a clean installer that didn't install NVIDIA bloatware. I really tried, and it just would not work. But I'm glad I got it working because this game is peak and everything that you want a mech game to be. And then we basically just played it nonstop because it was good. Okay, I was gonna say, I know I stopped making thumbnails at some point, but I don't think I stopped that quickly. All this one mission forever, never do 15 minutes when I die isn't fun. Oh, that's unfortunate. I remember you were telling me about that mission, but I'm sorry that you're still having trouble with it. I was gonna say, so in going into September, I was starting to just feel really crappy, and so I basically took like 20 or so like almost all of the month off and just like played Starfield nonstop off stream. But I came back, we played some more Armored Core. It was great. Even more Armored Core and some Paper Mario, more Paper Mario. September, yeah, we're still in September. We continued Finding Paradise. I think we were basically close to beating it there. Even more Armored Core, because I love that game. September 19th. Apparently that's the end of the folder. That must have been the end of September, I would hope. And for October, I was like, well, I know I've got a bunch of games going on, but like, what if I started streaming spooky games too? I don't know how Bloodborne counts as a spooky game, but I just really want an excuse to actually play through Bloodborne, so haha. So we still have Bloodborne to get through. But really fun game. As much as I wish that it would ever come to PC, I have basically given up hope at this point. And for the most part, the PS4 version is holding together just fine, even on a base PS4. So whatever. It's horror adjacent. It's horror themed, if not like a purposefully like scary game. It's definitely unsettling, especially with the stuff like how the insight mechanic works. And then the other game that we picked up for October is season 1 of the Walking Dead series, which was very cool, very very well written. I can definitely see why this series got a lot of praise. We continued to play Armored Core, and then we continued to play The Walking Dead, Armored Core, Paper Mario, more Bloodborne, Walking Dead, and then at some point I was just like, okay, this game just released. This is a game that I played through for a demo of, and I was like thoroughly impressed. Gearbits. Gearbits is a really fun little mech game that just like released in the middle of October. Really nailed the feel of mech movement. Mixed with like EDF like bug shooting. And also had like a really fun penultimate like ace combat mission, except instead of flying up, you're falling down. Very cool little indie experience. Definitely, if you're a fan of mech combat or like EDF bug shooting, like just shooting waves and waves of bugs, definitely give this one a try. It just got some content, like a Christmas mission that has 4 endings, as well as some additional wave survival stuff. So I don't know if I want to check that out on stream or not. We'll see. I just don't know how much it's going to be in that, but highly recommend give this a shot. I played some more Paper Mario, and another one of my donation incentives from the charity stream back in May was, oh, I have to do a full Cursed Halo playthrough, which is not that hard to do. But so I finally got started on that and picked up the game where we left it. and we still have to get through the game because it turns out it's a bit longer than I remember. But it's been very fun seeing the rest of it. I played some Bloodborne, some Walking Dead, some more Cursed Halo, some Bloodborne, some Walking Dead, and then it's under special events. That's right. So this one was special. So I'm not going to list every single game that we did in November just because it would take a while. But all of November was really cool. A very cool charity event that I'm really happy went as well as it did. Where we took a look at all of the we took a look at as many of the games for Gaza games in the itch.io bundle as we could during May, in support of raising additional money for medical aid for Palestinians. It was really neat being able to play through a bunch of games, especially tabletop games that I'd otherwise never get a chance to play through. Just simply because, like, I don't know, like, I'm really bad at, like, organizing people and, like, being, like, putting up the effort to be like, hey guys, you want to just play this random tabletop game I found? Plus, like all of the little indie like computer games or like solo journaling games. It's been really fun looking at all of those. We still have a lot of games to go through, and I did say that I wanted to get through all 256. So my plan is still to try and organize a couple days a month where we can like go through and continue to like check out some of the games and raise additional funds because the crisis in Gaza is still going on. We need a ceasefire now. And I know that donations to Palestine are frozen right now. I really do hope that the money that we raised will eventually go to the people who need it, because it's been absolutely horrifying seeing the news out of there. But like, at least this is doing something. There's only so much that you or I can do by ourselves, but I really do appreciate everybody coming together and helping to raise money for this, because it's important. So yeah, that's basically what we did that's what we did all of November. It went really well. Unfortunately, I got sick in the last week of November and wasn't able to do what I had planned for that week, which is, just more of the games. So um that's the unfortunate truth of, like, especially during cold and flu season. But if you were to make me be honest about it, I still think it went really well. I can't thank the people who, when I asked, like, hey, do you want to take part in this, said yes enough. It really, really does mean a lot that I was able to, that like everybody helped in and helped get this thing on the road. Because yeah, it's just and I'm not going to show them on stream, but there are some highlights on my Twitch page if you want to check out a couple of the group games that I think went really well. Especially Don't Kill a Bird with a Baseball. It was also really fun, like, having the dev for that game just show up in stream and say how happy they were that people played it. They have another game coming out, I'm guessing, hopefully late January. That's going to be a bit more involved. I think it's like 146 pages. But that's definitely a game that I'd like to try, either as part of like probably just as a thing on stream or whatever, but that would be pretty fun to give a try and see what they're able to make. So yeah, still planning to do more of those games, just sometime in the future, and obviously not like over an entire month as we did before. So, like I said earlier, I got sick, like really badly sick. For a week I had like chills and fever, and I was like throwing up. And then for it was like 3 weeks. Well, I'm still having it now. Like I'm still coughing. Um like I had a terrible cough that basically meant that I wasn't able to get back to streaming as quickly as I wanted to. So that's why we're back here on December 28th with Kanagi Usagi, which was a really cool little game put together by a solo dev that essentially attempts to like recreate Sekiro's mechanics, and I think it did it really well. This was a lot of fun to play through. It's also free, so definitely give it a try. Really good. I miss Sekiro so much. I hope I should just go back and play through it, because there is one ending that I've never played through. So that would definitely be like a thing to do. It is the shortest ending, but oh well, the game's already long enough. Stroke C Sekiro. Hello, Ocean. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. A Soroka X Sekiro crossover. Oh my. Sorry, Ocean. Hope your own stream is going well. I hope you are having a good time as we are approaching New Year's. I'm just almost basically done going through this year, but good to see you. On break real quick. Ah, I see. Well, enjoy your break. I will be absolutely sending my people over to you, so that they can watch you make a New Year's art. If you'd like to join the New Year's art, you can pay 1,000 channel points and be drawn in. I think that's still going, so definitely do that. Join in. It'll be great. But yeah, we're almost done, so I will continue on, and then we will pick this back up. So, oh yeah, that's right. The 29th, we were doing a Lethal Company collab. It didn't go super great. But that's fine. Like, live and learn. So basically, and I just didn't think, I didn't put I didn't make a thumbnail to begin with for Lethal Company, because I can be really lazy about getting pictures for collabs. But on the 30th, we played VA Proxy, which was very cool. Very heavily like near Automata in styled. Apparently, I did watch Iron Pineapple's video after completing the stream last night, and I did see that I actually missed a boss fight. You can just go and like fight a guy unrelated to the plot. But very cool. Very cool demo. Definitely excited to see the full release. I'm hoping that like more is done to indicate to the player like what can be parried and what can't. But other than that, very cool. Very excited to see what's next. And of course, we have the thumbnail for today's stream. So, that's all of the streams of 2023. It's been like, as much as the year has sucked, it's also been an amazing year of support. You know, like I cannot thank everybody enough for tuning in, for making clips, for subscribing when I joined affiliate in August. It's been fantastic. So thank you all so much. I hope that 2024 is better for basically everybody. I know that it's rough, and I do hope things get better. I think I missed Soul Calibur Legends in the washroom. I just never make. I never made thumbnails for Soul Calibur Legends. Is why. I think I couldn't find a good thumbnail wallpaper, and I'm just like, I didn't make any. So yes, you're right. That is one. You are absolutely correct. We played through Soul Calibur Legends, which is both a game that Replicant and I were familiar with. I had never beaten the whole thing. But we did. It was a journey. I'm glad it's over. But I would definitely be up to playing through more games with you, Replicant. Just maybe, hopefully, something better than Soul Calibur Legends. Please. Please. But no, thank you so much for reminding me, Replicant. Like I said, I just went through the thumbnails. I guess I could have also scrolled through all the videos I'd uploaded, but I didn't think of it. What could be better than my sister's honey bread, though? Now I'll never get to taste my sister's bread ever again. This reminds me of my sister. Oh my god. There are some things that are just now like memes on this channel that have no you have no idea what they are if you have no context, like, or that one time that you told me that somebody had actually yelled out "a woman" to you, and you almost had to really struggle against the laughing attack because god, incredible. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I didn't exactly have an awful lot for this planned. I do want to say, because I haven't really talked about it at all, but I know at the end of my second year anniversary, I promised I teased a visual novel. I'm still working on that, but it's gonna take me a long time because I'm a slow writer and prone to like redoing stuff because I'm not happy with it, which is like the worst way to write. But yeah, that's still to do. Um, there's that ASMR script that I have to write and perform on stream, which will be interesting because that's not something I've ever done either. But I'm hoping that I can give everybody something that to them resembles ASMR. And also in 2024, I think I would very much like to finally get that YouTube channel set up for some edited content. I don't think I'm going to be like getting out a ton of edited content, but I just want a separate channel that can have some just like, instead of it dumping everything on the same channel that has all my VODs. I think that would be a better viewing experience. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the year, or perhaps even greater than a year of support if you've known me for longer. I know there's a lot of people who do, but it's been good. Despite everything, it's been good. Yeah, I don't plan any like major shakeups for 2024. There's maybe a couple things I'd like to improve. I know I still haven't given you any channel point redeems. I just I just have to rack my brain to think of ones that I think fit the style of this channel. Um, but I'm like that. Maybe get custom like assets like backgrounds and stuff. We'll see. My problem is I just don't really know what I'd want that's like significantly different than what I already have. But maybe I could think of something. But anyway, that's enough from me. Let's go ahead and send you off to Ocean, who I think might be taking a break right now, but is still drawing a big New Year's celebration picture for all of their for anybody who submits channel points. You can join in. It's very cute. We're gonna rate in. Obviously, they aren't there right now, but do stick around and you can get drawn in there or and celebrate the New Year's with them. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow in 2024 for some Armored Core. Take care. Bye bye.